Bless Squad, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy, Blessed Applesauce, here to bless y'all with another video here on Blessed to Invest. And today I want to talk to you about a trend trading strategy. So first, you got to figure out what is trend trading. So trend trading is when you trade a stock that is already moving in your direction. So let's say a stock is going up and you want to buy it because it's going up. You're just going to follow the trend because in this market, the trend is your friend. And you just want to continue on with the pattern of going up. So in this case, you can see the stock is going up, 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 up. It takes a couple breathers, but it's in general, this thing went up. And all you want to do is just continue to capture the returns of it going up. A lot of people say, oh, buy the dips or wait till it crashes. But most of the time, it's easier just to buy the trend. You're already in an uptrend. The market already looks good. Just buy it and continue to allow it to chug on. So there's going to be a right and wrong way to do this. The first thing you need to do to get this right is, of course, hit the like button down below and also sub for more content. That's the first thing you need to do when you're buying a trend. But for this, you need to develop some type of system. You can't just be buying any type of up market and say, okay, I'm going to hop in because Walmart's going up, or in this case, AMD is up on the month or up on the year, and I want to buy this. So I want to introduce you to a new indicator that I was looking at on TD Ameritrade. A lot of people don't use this one. I haven't seen this too much on YouTube or really anybody talking about this. And this is the PPS system. So let's add this indicator here. Hit apply. And it's going to look like this when it pops up. So it has this, the yellow arrow here, the blue arrow here, and then it has these couple lines here. For me personally, I'm going to get rid of the lines. You don't have to, but for me personally, I don't want to see the lines on there. So I'm going to get rid of those. So we're just left with the arrows now. It makes it a little bit simpler. So what this PPS indicator does is shows when the direction has changed either on the long side or the seller side. So as you can see, the sellers, it's giving you an indicator. It's time for sellers to come in when the red arrow, excuse me, not the red arrow, the yellow arrow pops up. And then on the buyer side, when the blue arrow pops up, odds are it's going to start trending in your direction. So this indicator will be very helpful when determining your trend, when determining your direction, when you want to get in. That's going to be the first thing we're going to use today. Next thing we are going to use in this system, we're going to add a EMA. And what an EMA is a simple, it is an exponential moving average. If you have not watched my moving average video, go check that one out. It details a little bit more about what moving averages are and what they do. But in simplest term, they just track the overall trend of a market. So when we're trend trading, we need to be able to figure out what direction this thing is going and track the overall trend of the market. And a moving average will give us the ability to do that. So for this strategy, we're going to use the 50 moving average. We're going to change the color to let's change it to like let's do like a purple. Let's change it to purple. So we're going to have a purple 50 moving average here, and then we're going to hit apply. So as you can see, when the moving average is up, when the price is above the moving average, this purple line here, the trend tends to be up. When the stock is the stock is below this moving average, it tends to be down. So you can see that consistently through this. It's moving up, 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 comes down, below, continue to go up, 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 up. And then when it's starting to crash, it goes down. It's below the moving average. And what we are going to do with this moving average, we are going to use this to determine our trend. And we're not going to just get into any play. So every time this blue, if we're buying, if we're on the buy side, every time this blue arrow pops up, we don't want to just get in because it gave us an indication to get in because it said buyers are in. we want to get in when the trend is on our side. So we want a combination of scenarios to pop up before we get into this trade. So the first thing we need to see is we need to see the price, the candles here above the moving average, because that means the trend is our friend. The direction is positive on our side. So that's the first thing we want to see. This is in our favor. The next thing we want to see is our blue indicator that tells us, okay, it's green, it's time to buy. What we could do when we have those two signals pop up, we can now put some risk around it. So let's say our risk is right here. We want to get in after on this next candle, next day. We'll get in right here, and we can put our risk below the previous support level. So in this case, it will be around this range, or if you want to get a little bit more conservative, you can even put it below the moving average. You put it below the moving average to be a little bit more conservative. It really depends on how conservative or aggressive you want this trade to be, but keep it consistent in your trading system. So if you're a more conservative trader, keep it consistent conservative wise, or if you want to be a little bit more aggressive, higher returns, be a little bit more aggressive on your plays. And with this system, it's going to come down to just tracking it and understanding what markets it works best in. So this system is going to work best in those uptrending markets, quality stocks, quality plays. You don't want to be trading penny stocks with this system. You want to trade good names. AMD is considered one of the good names here, and I'll show you a little bit more about the difference between like good names and bad names in a second. But for the risk, we want to put our stop loss below the support level or below the moving average, and then we're going to put our target. Our target is going to be like 2 to 1, because we want to be risking a little bit less than what we're making. So in this scenario, it's an 8% distance on the stop loss, so we're looking about 16% target. So our target will be right around here, and that would be our target. So we have our 2 to 1 ratio, and then we would buy right here, and then we would sell as it reaches that target. That would be a classic trade. On a trending system, for a trend trader, the next thing we can do is continue to buy this as it trends. So the key to a trend trader is just holding on to the stock as long as the trend is continuing on. And what we can do with that is we can put another indicator on there. Edit the study. So with that, we can put a longer term indicator on this. So I recommend putting another moving average. Moving average exponential, as selected. But in this case, we can do like a longer term moving average. So we do green, and we do like a 100. And this would allow us to capture a bigger trend. So with trend trading, we want to capture the trend for as long as possible. So let's say we got in right here on this potential move. Let's say we're starting all the way from the beginning here, and we got in, let's say, on this move. We got in on this move. It hopped in. We hopped in right here on the next day. Right here, we put our risk below the support level, or we put it below the moving average. Let me change the color up a little bit so we can actually see. So let's say we put our stop loss down here, or we put it below the moving average. Either or in this scenario is both below the moving average. So we put it behind some market structure, behind a moving average, and then we want to see the exit for this system. For a trend trading system, we would exit when the trend is no longer in our favor. And this green line, this 100 moving average, would be our exit signal. So when the price closes below the 100, that will be our exit. So let me zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out too much. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to scroll over. There we go. All right. So the 100 moving average, this green line would be our exit. So when price closes below the 100, it would be right here. That would be our exit. You see how price closed below 100? That would be our exit. So we took this trend from here all the way to here. So that'd be a 22% return for this play, and we would have been held it for about a year and a half, about a half a year. So that would be our 22% return on that one. And then we can take it again. Let's say we hop in right here. The next exit will be when it closes below the moving average. So that would be right here. So let me highlight that so we can get a average return on that one. So that'd be about 61%. So you can see how the holding on to these stocks for a longer period of time with this system where we're using the PPS and just putting some quality risk around it. So we put our stop loss in place, and then we have an exit system for getting out. We can develop trades where we're taking a large percentage of the move while we're allowing the stock to trend in our direction. So let me know how this system goes for you. It's just one of my potential longer-term, like mid-term, longer-term trend trading systems. Try it out, test it out on a lot of different stocks. Play this with quality stocks, and let me know down in the comments how it has helped you. Have you been using the system, and how effective it can be? That's going to wrap it up for this video. It's been your boy, Blessed Applesauce. Stay blessed. I'm going to see y'all next time on Blessed to Invest.
Just to see tomorrow is a blessing. Stay prayed up is the message. Everything about a nigga blessed. Everything about a nigga blessed.